Did you get enough sleep last night? How is sleep affecting your quality of life? Hi, I'm Susan Stewart, professional organizer and owner of Perfectly Placed.
And I'm Travis Stewart, professional counselor, and this is Organizing Deep Dive. One of the interesting things about teens is during the teen years, that window for when they will sleep shifts. So their melatonin and their circadian rhythm shifts, and it's natural. It's not that they're being obstinate and wanting to stay up late. Their body isn't telling them to go to sleep until 10:30, 11:30 at night.
Which is so interesting because everyone that has had a teenager has experienced seeing that in teens.
Yeah.
And I've always thought, well, it's just what teens do. They stay up late and they can't wake up in the morning and they sleep till noon and,
And it's their body's natural response, and it's probably part of brain development and brain growth.
Okay.
And the body is shifting to make room for that. There's so much brain development in the teen years, which really continues until age 25. But one of the reasons, they have so much trouble getting up for school in the morning is because their circadian rhythm is telling them it's still time to be asleep. So school starting early is really unfortunate for kids who have to be there because their bodies and brains are telling them it's still time to be asleep. It would be like telling us we have to go to work at 4 a.m.
Yeah, no chance.
And that's, for most of us, I mean, some people do that, but it's until they shift and learn to adapt to that. So it's really important to allow your kids to sleep as much as they can because that's part of their brain development.
Okay. Well, the other thing I'm thinking about is I know that there are a lot of parents, and particularly, parents watching this show, and particularly when you have young kids, it's really hard to get enough sleep. You got babies or toddlers or even young kids just waking you up in the night. What can we do about that?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to come back to you on some of that,
Okay.
And talk about some of the ways we tried to manage that. One of the things just to keep in mind is it's a season, right? Yeah. Sleep is so important. It's really critical. And there's going to be a season where you don't get much sleep as a parent because an infant or toddlers. So one of the things is just be gracious with yourself.
Yeah.
But it's really important that you get the quality sleep that you can. So you may not be getting enough sleep, but the sleep that you can get, do everything you can, like eliminate caffeine and do some of those things or manage it to earlier in the morning so that you're not interfering with the sleep that you are getting. So again, look at the sleep tips that we put in the link for the video to look at all the different things. There's a lot you can do to improve sleep. The temperature of your room, the darkness of your room, all those kinds of things. Okay. But let's talk a little bit about our first year with our son, who did not sleep great.
Yeah.
During his first year. I was in graduate school. We're living in an apartment, not getting much sleep.
People above us, people below us.
Yeah. He was sharing a room with his sister, so he would wake her up. So we were kind of going crazy, a little bit crazy.
It was a mess. Yeah. Well, the first thing I think of before I tell that story is that it's helpful to have some kind of a routine. So I know we tried to have like a set time. We always tried to put the kids down to bed around the same time. Just routine. That's an organizing thing, but it's also really helpful for kids and babies. But in the situation with our son, we were always waking up in the night. So we took shifts. And, if you're nursing, this might be more complicated to do, but you maybe can come up with some kind of plan. But what do we have, like 11
to 2?
10 to 2, and then 2 to 7 or something like that. And then we would alternate shifts. So just by knowing that until 2 a.m. I didn't have to wake up, my body would allow me to sleep through his crying because I knew...
Not my crying.
No, not your crying. My son's
crying.
Too,
though.
Because I knew he was going to take care of it. And then it's just so weird, like even just telling your body that ahead of time. Then I had the second shift, or I don't know, maybe we switched it.
I think we switched them some.
But anyway, then I would take the second shift and you would be able to sleep. So it allows each of you to get some of the really important, what you call REM sleep, right?
Yeah,
the
well,
deeper sleep.
REM sleep is one of the stages of sleep. So
Okay.
you need both the REM sleep and what's called the NREM sleep.
Okay.
You need both of those. But so you were breastfeeding, but we also had bottles. So when it was my shift, I would give a bottle, and then it was your shift, you would breastfeed. But again, it was a mental structure that we created that said, I might have woken up when the baby cried, but I could fall right back asleep because I knew, oh, it's her shift.
Yeah.
And so
I think you came up with that idea. It was pretty genius.
Yeah,
it was pretty genius.
Yeah.
It really was.
So that's a really helpful thing, is create structure for yourself so that you know when you can sleep, when you're on, when you're off, all those kinds of things, and that can be really helpful.
Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.